If you're going through a hard time right now, particularly if you're missing someone that you've loved who has passed, I want you to know that they're here with you. They want you to know that they're here with you and they're living through you. One of the coolest things that I've experienced recently is my dad passed of Parkinson's in August. That wasn't the cool part. But I went on an RV adventure, and about a month ago, I was having a couple tough weeks where I was thinking of my dad every few days, and I would come to tears just missing him and wishing that he was still in my life. And I kept finding a ladybug in my camper, and I would catch the ladybug and I would go put it outside, and then it would happen again. And I never saw any ladybugs outside the camper. It would just be one by one they would come in. So this happened repeatedly, and while I was talking to one of my friends, Nick, about it, he said, well, do you think maybe that's your dad communicating with you in some way? And just something felt right about it. And I said, maybe. Well, I hung up the phone with Nick, and I went and I opened the door to my camper, and in that moment, within 20 or 30 seconds, another ladybug flew in and landed on my hand. Well, one of my good friends, his son passed about a year ago. It was the anniversary of that today. And he recently told me a similar story where he was sitting by the pool and this butterfly came and landed on his foot. Just a beautiful butterfly with, certain blues and whites, and he took pictures of it, and he was mesmerized by the fact that it sat there and it made him think of his son. Well, 2 days later, his daughter messaged him and said, Dad, I think I want to get a tattoo to remember my brother. And she sent him the mock-up drawing, and it was the same butterfly with the same colors and everything. So tonight's the anniversary of his son passing, and I just called him to tell him that I love him, that I'm thinking about him, and that my heart goes out to him because I know that this is a tough day. And I reminded him of the story with the ladybugs, because just yesterday we were headed to church, and I got in my buddy's car, and a ladybug flew in and landed right on my side of the car where my friend couldn't even see it. And I picked it up with my hand and I said, Eric, have you ever seen a ladybug here in Miami where we're at? Like since you've been here? And I've been here a month, I haven't seen one. He said, no. Has there ever been a ladybug in your car? He said, no. And I was just, wow. And so I let the ladybug go. Well, then when I called my friend today, I retold him that story, and I said, and it just happened again when we were headed to church yesterday with the ladybug. And we finished our call, and when we got off, he sent me a text message because on the wall behind him, outside on his patio, was a ladybug sitting there. And he took a picture and sent it to me. And it's the middle of winter in Ohio.